at a pivotal moment for one of nature's most awe-inspiring creatures, the giraffe. These long-necked wonders, the tallest land animals on Earth, have been silently slipping away. But recent developments give us reason to hope, particularly with the groundbreaking proposal to list them under the U.S. Endangered Species Act. According to recent assessments, giraffe populations have shown signs of recovery in some areas, with numbers now around 117,000, an increase from 2015 estimates. This rise is attributed to both genuine growth and more accurate census data. Conservation efforts, including habitat protection, anti-poaching measures, and community education, are believed to be contributing to this positive trend. For years, giraffes have been facing an uphill battle. Their numbers have fallen by nearly 30% since the 1980s, with habitat loss, poaching, and climate change eating away at their populations. But here's the good news. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service has taken a bold step forward by proposing that several giraffe subspecies be recognized under the Endangered Species Act. Listing giraffes under this act would mean a significant ramp-up in conservation efforts. The proposal specifically targets 3 subspecies of the northern giraffe as endangered: West African, Kordofan, and Nubian, and 2 East African subspecies, the Reticulated and Masai giraffes, as threatened. This classification would trigger a series of protective actions. First, it would curb the import of giraffe parts into the U.S., a country that until now has been one of the largest markets for giraffe trophies, skins, and bones. Under the Endangered Species Act, importing these parts would require permits, potentially reducing the demand that fuels poaching. Secondly, it would funnel much-needed funds into conservation. More resources would be available for research, habitat restoration, and protection programs in Africa, where giraffes need them most. Imagine the impact of increased funding for anti-poaching patrols, habitat corridors, and educational programs in schools near giraffe habitats. Moreover, this listing would raise global awareness. When the U.S., a leader in wildlife protection, takes such a step, it sends a message worldwide. It could lead to more countries adopting stringent measures to protect their giraffe populations. As giraffes are not native to North America, some may ask why action is being taken by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. According to its website, the service is required to list species in trouble regardless of where those species are located. Federal protections for giraffes will help protect a vulnerable species, foster biodiversity, support ecosystem health, combat wildlife trafficking, and promote sustainable economic practices, said U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service Director Martha Williams. This action supports giraffe conservation while ensuring the United States does not contribute further to their decline. Let's not forget the scientific community's role in this. Recent research has not only highlighted the plight of giraffes, but also clarified their taxonomy. What was once considered one species with several subspecies is now recognized as 4 distinct species, each with unique needs and threats. This understanding is crucial for crafting specific conservation strategies. On the ground in Africa, local efforts are also gaining momentum. In countries like Niger, where the West African giraffe population was once on the brink, community-led conservation has seen numbers rise from 50 to nearly 600 individuals. These local heroes are working hand-in-hand with international conservationists, proving that when we collaborate, we can turn the tide. Interestingly, when it comes to giraffes, recent research has shed light on the complex social lives of giraffes, challenging previous perceptions of them being socially aloof. Studies suggest giraffes have a matrilineal society with long-term relationships among females and their offspring, similar to the social structures observed in elephants. This research has implications for conservation strategies, emphasizing the need to protect not just individual giraffes, but their social networks. The giraffe is only one of a long list of species that is facing challenging headwinds. The Endangered Species Act is not enough alone to turn the tide, but it signals a commitment by the U.S. to do its part, and every little bit helps when it comes to preserving a struggling species. Don't stop here. Find out more. Visit the links in the description below for more in-depth information on the stories presented in this video. Or if you are a part of a wildlife organization doing something interesting right now, let us know in the comments.